Hey, my name's Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Is it always darkest before the dawn? So today, started getting all the emails. Seal box is dropping 13th Colony Double Oak, 3 p.m. Be on their site. I'm like, got this. I'm excited about this. Start putting it out there. Hey guys, be on there at 3 o'clock. We don't know how much quantity they got. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough hunt. So I start thinking, well, if 13th Colony's dropping at 3, when is Bourbon Outfitters going to put their stuff out? So I'm look on their website, don't see anything, don't have any notifications. I even email them, hey, when are you guys going to drop your stuff? Nothing. So, you're focused on 3 o'clock. You hadn't heard anything. 3 o'clock comes. Boom, witching hours there. Refresh everything. Put it in cart. Check out. Product is gone. 15 seconds or less. Wiped out. Wow. You know what? That's all right. Have a chance for Bourbon Outfitters. Maybe not a lot of people heard about them. Let's check it out. I'm sitting texting back and forth with someone, and they're like, "Hey, Bourbon Outfitters already sold out." I'm like, "What do you mean they already sold out? They hadn't." And I'm thinking to myself, they hadn't even announced anything. Maybe he was thinking Sealbot. Maybe that's what it was. He's like, "No, they dropped theirs early." And I go back to my email. Sure enough, 2 o'clock. Hey, we're releasing 13 Colony Double Oak. I'm like, oh my goodness. Did find at least a couple of people have posted in the channel that they did get some. That is outstanding. I'm very, very happy for you. That is phenomenal. They are an amazing pour. I'm very excited for you. The majority of us, we missed out on that nationwide stuff. But if you're hunting anything, you don't get mad the first time you see a big buck or a big fish you lose. You continue to hunt. So that's what the goal is. This is coming locally. It's not going to be in huge quantities. It's going to be in high demand. But if it ain't worth hunting, what's the big fuss about? So it's worth hunting. So I'm going to try that out. See what I can find locally. But I did think, I had this bottle and I was saving, I saved was saving a little pour in hopes for this upcoming batch. And I said, there was a friend I wanted to get some to, ended up getting some to that person, ended up sending out another to another friend. And I said, I've got this bottle open. Bourbon's only good to share. So what I wanted to do with this is, I know there's a lot of sting and disappointment. And let me explain something too. This absolutely has nothing to do with 13th Colony, period. Once it leaves 13th Colony, it's at the mercy of the distributors and where they go to. 13th Colony can't tell their distributors, I want you to send X amount to this store, this store, this store. They have absolutely no control of it. 13th Colony just has an amazing product that's highly sought after right now. So, how are we going to take a little sting out of that? I'm sure that there's a lot of people that were clicking that thing and hitting checkout and disappointed. I was going back and forth, texting with a bunch of people, say, dang, I missed out. It was gone in less than 15 seconds. Got one. There was a guy, he was playing on Wi-Fi and got one. I was very excited to see that. That is phenomenal. But I digress. Back to what we're going to do here. So, there's 3,000, I think 200, 300 bottles of this year's batch, which is more than last year's batch. So this year's batch, or last year's batch, I should say, is even a little bit rarer. So it's a bit harder to get. Plus, people drank a lot of it because, they knew it was good, but they didn't realize it was in such limited quantities. So what can we do to have a little fun with this? And I sat there and I said, why don't we give an opportunity for something a little more rare than this year's? That's good stuff. Why not we give an opportunity for a 2-ounce sample of last year's? Open up to anyone that's a member of this channel. Over 21, continental US. We're going to draw for this Friday. I'll put out a video Saturday who won this Friday. May even do a short Friday night. I haven't figured out, but I'll draw the name Friday based off of this video right here. And if you're that member, over 21, continental US, you have an opportunity to get this. Now, this, I will also pour a 2-ounce sample that'll be part of the sample pack that's available to the Patreons on October 1st. So if you're a Patreon, you essentially have 2 opportunities. So you'll have one for this Friday based on this video, and then one for the Patreon drawing on October 1st. But I think it would be super cool that someone that would never have the thought they would have an opportunity for this would have that opportunity. Maybe take the sting out of the day for at least one person. So I wish I had 12 or 13 bottles I could sample out to everybody and everybody could have it. But that's just not the case. It was hard for me just to get this. But I have confidence that I will find some of this year's. And I'm sure they'll have some giveaway on that too, because I want people to try stuff. Just the way I'm built. It's no fun for me to enjoy it if I can't share it with somebody else and then they enjoy it or tell me I'm full of crap, one or the other. So I said, how am I going to drown these sorrows tonight? I am going to open up an Evan Williams 12-year aged. This was a gift from Eric Andrews to the channel, and I am going to see what this pour has to offer and think about this pour for somebody else and some good future coming up on that. So as you're watching the video, you know how, if you've watched my stuff before, you know how it rolls. In the comment section, put Evan Williams somewhere in the comment. And so I'll draw the comments based on Evan Williams, you're a subscriber, and all the other things I went through. Friday, that opportunity is yours. So let's get into the Evan Williams 12 today. Looking at this, it's got a nice, beautiful amber color. This is, and I'm in my 13th Colony double oak glass because I still believe I'm going to get me one this year. Very nice viscosity on this, very oily on this. Man, I get oak right on the nose on this. You get a lot of your traditional bourbon notes right off the back. Oak, vanilla. I'm getting some caramel in here too. Man, getting some tobacco leaf on there. So I'm getting like 4 staples that I like to find in bourbons right off the bat on this. I'm getting some dark fruit. I'm thinking it's more of like a raisin type of note on this. It smells pretty sweet though, so I'm liking the smell of that. Let's see what we got on the palate. Now, this is only 101 proof. And I say that, and some people are like, what the hell you mean only 101 proof? Because they're thinking, you know, maybe 90 proof's their thing or something like that. I like higher proofs, but if you've got exceptional flavors, I can roll with you. I'm liking this pour at 101 proof. Definitely getting that raisin running through the back of the palate on this. Getting a little bit of a peppery rye spice on the tongue. Definitely getting some of the dryness from the oak on there. Do get the tobacco on the back. Getting a lot of nice things on this. So I'm getting a little bit more of a deeper caramel taste on this. Not quite brown sugar, but not quite a light caramel, but a deeper caramel, almost like you burned the caramel a little bit. So it's got a nice flavor that goes with that oak as you transition into that oak. You get some of that tobacco going on. Exceptional mouthfeel on this. I'm getting like a medium to medium long finish, and that really that oak and that tobacco note on the back, which kind of gives you that dense savory type of note. So it starts off nice and sweet, get a little bit of a pepper, rye on the tongue, just a little bit of a spice on the tongue, and then it transitions back into that. You get some of the raisin, and then you get some of the deeper, hey, I'm here oak, and hey, I'm here tobacco notes. So I can definitely see someone enjoying this with a cigar. Viscosity on this is very, very nice too. So you get that nice, even, oily coating in your mouth. It feels thicker in your mouth. So exceptional pour. As far as Evan Williams 12, if I had an opportunity to buy another one, I don't know what the price point is on these at MSRP. I'd have to look into that. But I would say that, yeah, this would be something I would be interested in buying again. If you've never had it, I would suggest you get a pour. But if you like something that's a little bit sweeter up front, not super sweet at all now, not overpoweringly sweet, but nice sweet up front, good mouthfeel, transitions. Like I said, I get a little bit of the raisin on the back into the oak and then into the tobacco. It's a very nice pour right there. So it's got some nice transition, some nice complexity. It's got a nice finish to it. I hadn't even seen this or heard of this until Eric got this for me. And I'm really liking that kind of dark type of raisin type of date thing that's going on in the back there. So a lot of good flavors there. To me, this is an outstanding pour. Something I'm definitely happy to have on my bar, and something if I saw it somewhere and it was at a what I would consider reasonable price, I would definitely go after it. I have to do some research into now. I like to do everything that I do blind because I don't want to be influenced by what somebody else has said or what the price point is, because I believe that blinds really give you the truth. They tell you everything you need to know. There's no bias. There's no blind bias when you go in and you don't know anything about the product. So I always like to go in blind, and I may read it later and go, I haven't thought this is a pile of dog crap, but I really liked it. So, Eric, thank you very, very much. Everyone else, please, you know what to do in the comments if you follow through on the video. I'll pull this next Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing somebody get this in their hands. Most important thing, when you get this, I want to see a picture of you with it, and I'd like you to tell me what you think about it. I don't want to just send it and you not drink it or try to whatever, secondary it or whatever. I want to hear about it. I want to hear that you liked it or didn't like it. It was because this thing right here, it'll put hair on your chest. So, I mean, it is a solid pour, 135 proof. But fantastic pour here tonight. Looking forward to more hunting in the future. I hope you have an amazing night. Cheers and God bless.